and welcome to another episode of Dream Home Cooking. I have a great southern menu for you guys today. I'm going to show you how I make my ham, bean, and turnip green soup. Also, I'm going to share my recipe for my homemade creamy macaroni and cheese. And then I want to show you how I make cornbread in a black skillet that is absolutely delicious. And for dessert, I'm going to make brownie brittle parfaits that are so simple, but they are absolutely delicious. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with the soup. On this burner, or in this pot, I have 2 tablespoons of olive oil and 2 tablespoons of butter. So to that, I'm going to add 1 onion that I chopped, a medium-sized onion. This is the easiest recipe, and it is delicious. Even if you don't like turnip greens, I encourage you to try this. Mike is not a huge fan of turnip greens, but he does really enjoy this soup, so y'all have to try it. In addition to the onions, I'm going to add, this is 1 ham steak. It's about 1.5 pounds, a center cut ham steak that I chopped. And I'm just going to saute this together for about 5 to 7 minutes. All right, so the onions and the ham have been cooking together for about 8 minutes, and now I'm ready for the next step. And that is a 32-ounce carton of chicken broth. I just want to add that. It already smells delicious, and it's so good with the chunks of ham in there and the turnip greens and the beans, and it's great northern beans that I'm using. And then the next step is to put a cup of water. And now I'm going to go ahead and add my seasonings. I'm going to do a tablespoon each of pepper and salt, and of course garlic powder and onion powder. And you always want to go back and just taste it and make sure that it's to your liking. You can always add more spices if you want. And then I like to put a little Cajun seasoning, about 1.5 teaspoons of that. Just gives it a good flavor. And here I have my water boiling for my elbow macaroni, for the mac and cheese. So I'm going to bump this up because I want to bring this to a boil after I get all the ingredients in it, and then I'll turn it way down and simmer it for 1 hour, and then it'll be ready. So the last couple of steps is to take, and I use a can of turnip greens. I like the Glory brand. It's just seasoned turnip greens, and it's a large 27-ounce can. This is so good with cornbread. And then I have 2 cans of Great Northern beans that I rinsed and drained real well. I'm going to add that. And that's it. Your soup is done as far as putting it together, and now you just let it simmer for 1 hour. And you can let it simmer longer than that as well. Okay, so I'm going to stir this, bring it to a boil. Then I'm going to put a lid on it, turn it on low, and simmer it. And then when we come back, I'm going to get started on our mac and cheese and the cornbread.
I had the best dream last night. We were building a new house or remodeling, and I found the most gorgeous tile. Tumbled noche for the master bath, Venetian gold granite for the kitchen, and a beautiful custom backsplash. And while shopping, I ran into Jean-Luc.
So, you're heading to Jenkins Brick and Tile today?
Yeah.
I'll go with you.
Jenkins Brick and Tile, Madison Boulevard in Madison. We'll show you the tile of your dreams.
At Quality Plus, our motto is don't call 3, call me. Because where else can you find North Alabama's finest craftsmen who can handle all of your residential roofing, drywall, and painting needs? At Quality Plus, all work is 100% guaranteed, and no job is too big or too small, whether it's new construction or remodeling. So for your roofing, drywall, and painting needs, don't call 3, call me at Quality Plus Production, 256-990-7578. Since 1983, individuals and businesses in Alabama have relied on Wolf Jones, Conchin, Wolf, Hancock, and Daniel for their legal representation. Our experienced attorneys offer high-quality legal counsel in commercial law, real estate, and personal injury litigation. So if you need an attorney, hire the best attorney you can. Call the experienced North Alabama attorneys of Wolf Jones, Conchin, Wolf, Hancock, and Daniel to arrange your initial consultation, because we're dedicated to setting the standard for legal services.
Okay, Okay, we're back, and I have already cooked the pasta or the elbow macaroni, And I will tell you guys, the recipe that you'll find online when you want to go and print this is going to be double what I'm doing today. It just makes so much that I just cut it in half today. So I've got 8 ounces of elbow macaroni that I boiled for about 8 minutes, and I drained it. But before I drained it, I scooped out 1.5 cups of the pasta water, and that's going to add to the creaminess of this. So now I'm going to add this water to the pasta. And don't worry, it's gonna seem soupy, but as it bakes in the oven, it just all kind of congeals together, and then you take it out and you let it sit, and it's wonderful. So I'm gonna add a teaspoon of salt and pepper. And I guess if I had the burner on, that would help. Okay. Then I've got a 1/4 cup of whole milk I'm gonna add. 2 tablespoons of real butter. And I'm just going to heat this real low. You don't want to heat it on high and scald everything. So just watch it and let it melt slowly. It takes about 10 minutes, 8 to 10 minutes to let the butter and the cheese all melt. And it's still going to seem very soupy when you add it into the pan, but don't worry, I promise it's going to be delicious. And this is a pound of Velveeta cheese. We Southerners love our Velveeta. So this is just going to all melt together over the next 8 or 10 minutes. This recipe, before I halved it, will serve at least 10 to 12 people. So if you've got a large gathering, and I don't know who doesn't love macaroni and cheese. I don't think I really know anybody on this planet that doesn't like mac and cheese. And this is your traditional just good old-fashioned mac and cheese. It doesn't have the eggs, and I like to do a dish like that has the egg in the macaroni and cheese where it kind of poofs up as it bakes. But I find that kids especially will tear this up. They love it. So this has all melted beautifully, and now I'm going to pour it into a baking dish that I did spray with cooking spray. And I'm just going to pour this mixture, and you see how it is runny, but that will change. I'm going to bake this at 375 for 35 minutes. Then I'm going to pull it out of the oven, sprinkle some sharp cheddar cheese, just a little, over the top, put it back in for maybe 2 minutes, just until it melts. And then you let it sit about 10 minutes before you cut into it, and it's absolutely delicious. It'll go great with this turnip green soup. So I'm going to put this in the oven and get these things cleaned up, and then I want to get started on the cornbread. Okay, I got everything cleaned up, and I have the macaroni in the oven, and the soup is simmering. It smells delicious. So now I'm going to make my old-fashioned cornbread. And this is just 2 cups of yellow self-rising cornmeal, and that's important because if you use self-rising, you don't have to use the baking powder. So 2 cups of self-rising, 3 tablespoons of sugar. And you don't have to put the sugar in there. Mike and I both like a sweeter cornbread, so that's why I put the sugar in there, but you can certainly omit it. And then I have 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil and 1 egg. And then 1.5 cups of whole milk. And I like to use whole milk just because it's much richer. And it is wonderful with a dish like this. On the back burner, I have my black skillet, and you can kind of see it's starting to smoke. I have about 1.5 tablespoons of vegetable oil that I poured in this black skillet. And the oil is screaming hot, and I'm gonna pour this batter on top of that, and it sort of crisps the edges, and it is absolutely delicious. That's the way my mama and my grandmama did it when I was growing up, so I continue to do it that way. So I gotta make sure that I have all the lumps out of here and mix it. You don't wanna over mix it, but just make sure that most all the lumps are out of here before you pour it into the skillet. And you can have so many variations of this. You can throw in jalapeno peppers and corn kernels, onions, cheese. You know, cornbread is very versatile. You can add all kinds of great things to it. This week, our featured community is Kelly Cove, and Mike will, of course, tell you guys much more about it, but it is a beautiful community out in the Monrovia area, beautiful entryway with just gorgeous waterfalls, and in a fantastic school district. We always brag on the schools out here in Monrovia. Our children went through the whole system. Dylan's going to graduate next year, and great faculty. And it's very close to Publix and restaurants, dry cleaners. I mean, you've got everything you need. Awesome access to 565 to get anywhere you need to go in Huntsville in 15 or 20 minutes. So I would encourage you all just to take a look out at Kelly Cove. We have a beautiful furnished model home out there, open 7 days a week. And Mike will give you an update on some new things that are going on with Kelly Cove when he gets here. But in the meantime, I need to go ahead and get this into my hot oil. And I like to use a spatula just so I can scrape everything out of here. And you're gonna hear it sizzle, and that's a good sign. And you can already see how it curled up on the edges. That is what my husband loves, is a nice crunch to your cornbread. All right, so then you put that in an oven at 425 for about 25 minutes or until it's browned. So I'm gonna get that in the oven, and we come back, we'll clean all this up. I'm gonna show you guys how I do the brownie brittle dessert.
In choosing a contractor in today's market, you know, finding someone that is going to take care of you and make sure that you're happy with their product, with the quality, it's not an easy task today. The most important thing to me is doing what you say you're going to do, taking care of the customer, installing a product that is superior. My motto is call the lady with a team you can trust, and I feel confident that we are a team that you can trust.
There's something about carpet that gives a room a warm, soft feeling. Our carpet also gives you something else, peace of mind. All of our exclusive carpet brands are made in the USA and come with a lifetime warranty. So feel free to live your life exactly the way you want. Get your soft carpet from the flooring experts at Wolde Flooring. Visit our new showroom in Madison, locally owned since 2002.
My father started this business in 1977. The people that work for us is part of what sets us apart. All of our employees have experience. All of our plumbers have been with us for 10 years or greater. Our motto at Dean & Son is quality and service. We're going to do quality work. We don't leave people hanging. We're there when we're supposed to be. We're done when we're supposed to be. Living up to what you sell and service them after they pay you, that's where your integrity in the plumbing business comes.
Dean & Son Plumbing Company. Call today at 518-9780.
Okay, we're back, and the soup is still simmering. It smells delicious. The mac and cheese and the cornbread are in the oven, and now I'm at the best part, and that's dessert. These are the greatest little desserts, and I just learned about brownie brittle from my friend and CFO of Woodland Homes, Jeannie Sams. She brought me a bag that was almost as big as I am, and we started eating it, and we couldn't believe how good this stuff is. So I thought, well, she said, why don't you create a dessert with this stuff? So I've been thinking and playing around, and I just kind of came up with this. It's so easy, but it's a great little dessert to entertain with. And what you want to do is take the brownie, and it comes like this in a square. Well, sometimes the pieces are a little broken up in the bag, but for the most part, they come like this. So I like to break them up, but I put the brownie brittle at the bottom of each one. This is so simple. Then I have white chocolate pudding that I made. You just take a small box of the pudding mix and 2 cups of milk, and I like to use whole milk with pudding because it makes it richer, but you can certainly lower the fat and do maybe 1% or skim if you want. And you can use chocolate pudding. You don't have to use white chocolate, but I thought this would be pretty because I have the dark and the light, and you just go around and just fill about 2 tablespoons each. And this is my kind of dessert, because if you've watched Dream Home Cooking for any length of time, you know that baking is not my specialty by any means. So these are the kinds of desserts I like to make. And you just want to go around, and it's about 2 heaping tablespoons of pudding for each one, and this recipe makes 4. You can always double it or triple it. Okay, so then I have these wonderful little Heath Bar toffee bites, And you can find these anywhere. And it's always by the semi-sweet chocolate chips, all the baking stuff. This is where this is. And if you've never had this, oh, it's really good. So this is Heath Bar toffee bits, and I'm just gonna pop a little over the top. All right, then I like to come back and top with a few more little brownie bites, or brownie brittle, excuse me. This stuff is great just eating it by itself, and it's also good with a bowl of ice cream. You can just get creative. All right, I'm running out of my little brownie brittle, so I'm gonna get a few more in here and just break it up with your hands. That's the only way to do it. Okay, all right, so that is done. And then the last thing you wanna do, and I recommend doing this right before you serve it. I'll do one, but you wanna do it right before you serve it because it'll sort of melt. And I like to use the Ready Whip. To me, it tastes like fresh cream. It's just really good. And you just make it pretty. You can put a cherry on top. You can even take one of these little brownie brittles and just stick them in there like that. And I just think they're fun, pretty desserts and simple to make. So I'm gonna pop these in the fridge until Mike gets here. And when we come back, he will be here with me and all of this delicious food will be ready. And so we'll see you soon.
When we came to looking for a cabinet company and a manufacturer to use, and with Wellborn being the selection, Wellborn has a good foundation within the company and the folks that run their company. And when you have a good foundation, things typically follow suit with that and things will stay steady. Their values, I feel like, are on a solid foundation. I feel like their true intent is to build a product that will be a lasting product, and you're gonna love what you see.
Wellborn Cabinets, the essence of cabinetry, at Woodland Homes of Huntsville.
Want to create something extraordinary? Create perfection. Our lifestyle appliances make it easy. GE Monogram, Bob Wallace Appliance, and you, when only the best will do.
All right, today we're at Kelly Cove, and Kelly Cove is located in Monrovia. Melissa and I have lived in Monrovia for 15, 16 years, and we just love the location. One of the things that we love about it so much is really it is 10 to 15 minutes closer into town than actually Madison. Madison, you gotta fight all the traffic lights coming in, and just the amount of time that you save if you work either downtown Huntsville or Research Park is absolutely tremendous. You know, from a very early age when I was growing up, my dad was a builder. You know, one of the things he taught me is, Mike, 3 things about real estate is location, location, and location. And so that was one of the things when Mr. Kelly contacted me about this particular farm. It was a fantastic location, and anytime you have a fantastic location, you've got homes that will sell because people want to live in great locations. So just kind of give you an idea about where we are. You know, the center of Huntsville's right here where Research Park Boulevard is. You've got all of Research Park. Then you go out 53, and you just about 5 miles, you turn left on Burwell, and then go to it, dead ends, and then turn left on Jeff Road. So you are just literally just minutes from Research Park, Bridge Street, and also Redstone Arsenal. And most of our customers that live in the Kelly Cove community, they live here because of the convenient location. So that's a little bit about our location. Now let me kind of share with you a little bit about the community. As I stated earlier, Kelly Cove is a master planned community. We're going to have bigger homes in this particular area, and the average lots are basically about 100 feet wide here. And this is what we call Kelly Cove, the main section of Kelly Cove. Then we have 80-foot wide lots, and the 80-foot wide lots is called the Village at Kelly Cove. The Village at Kelly Cove, we're doing a 3-car garage product that is starting in the low $200,000 price range. We've added within this master plan community a small area that is called the Courtyards at Kelly Cove, and these are 60-foot wide home sites, so these will be in the high 100s. And then this area over here are also 60-foot wide home sites, and these are called the Gardens at Kelly Cove. As you can see here, Kelly Cove does have an amenity package. We're in the process of doing our final design, and we should start construction on that in 2014, which we're really excited about that. And so as you ride around and you look at Kelly Cove, you're going to be able to look at just the quality of homes that we're building in this particular area. Kelly Cove has always been one of my favorite communities, and the reason is because we're able to offer affordable pricing in a great location with great school systems, with shopping 2 miles down the road with a grocery store down there. So the location is great. And Kelly Cove is just it's a master plan community that has something for everyone. And also what's exciting is our buyback program. You may have heard me talk about this in the past, but the buyback program is an opportunity that if you have a current home right now and you're interested in selling and making a move and making an investment into a new home, we've got a great buyback program that basically makes a move from your existing home into a new home simple and easy. And for more information about that, all of our new home sales professionals in each one of our communities can give you firsthand information and tell you about how our buyback program works. It's great, it's exciting, and for any information on any of our homes or any of our communities, we encourage you to come out to Kelly Cove or visit any one of our communities to find out how simple and easy it is for you to invest into a new woodland home. So for more information, you can log on to our website, shop online. It's simple and easy, woodlandhomes.com, or simply just give us a call at 830-9000.
If you're looking to remodel or build your dream home, it all starts at the Dream Studio by Woodland Homes. At Woodland Homes Dream Studio, you'll work with seasoned professionals dedicated to providing you with the very best, whether you're starting from scratch or remodeling. And with thousands of selections to choose from, the Dream Studio offers everything you need at the absolute highest quality, all under one roof. The Dream Studio by Woodland Homes. Live your dream. Call 830-9000 today.
Okay, we're back, and I've got Mike with me in the kitchen.
Yeah, it smells good.
Hey, you just caught me putting the whip topping on here.
Ah, yeah, we had those the other night.
Oh boy, I know, aren't they good?
Yeah, they were good.
The brownie brittle.
Yeah, absolutely. And what else we have?
Okay, I made the ham, white bean, and turnip green soup that you nearly freaked out the first time I told you I made it, but you liked it, didn't you?
That's probably about the only way that I'll eat turnip greens.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, I can eat turnip greens and cornbread all by themselves.
Now,
but
cornbread, I'm good.
I know you and the kids aren't a fan.
And it looks like we got mac and cheese.
Yes, you know, that kind of just goes with it.
So this is just like a good southern comfort.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that's just right up your alley.
So anyway, it's filling and hearty and...
A little butter, never hurt anybody.
Nope, sure didn't. So I was telling everybody about Kelly Cove. Mm-hmm. So what's happening out there?
Well, there's a lot that's happening out there. We've worked through Kelly Cove Phase 1, Phase 2. Now we're in the villages at Kelly Cove, which are homes that start in the low $200,000 price range. We've got our engineering done for the courtyard, which those are going to be a little bit. They're 2,000 square foot, 2,200 square foot. So those will be in the high 100s or low 200s. So that gives us another product. And so, and we're also in engineering with the next phase of the village. Yeah. So we're moving right along, and we are excited. We're working on our plans for our pool and clubhouse. And so we've got a committee of homeowners out there that are working with us, and so we hope to break ground on that next year. So we're excited.
Well, you know, we've got some friends and family that live out there, and that is a really neat community with some great people out there.
Yeah,
Lots
it
of
is.
fun.
It is. It's a great clientele, and actually, I was in a closing this morning, and there was this sweet couple, and it was the first time I met them, and I had the honor of giving them their house keys, and they literally almost broke down and cried because they just could not say enough positive things about Woodland Homes, the quality. They're like, Mike, we have shopped for 2 years. We've shopped every builder. We looked at every builder, you know, and he just talked about how hard and how many years him and his wife had been working to save up to do one thing, and that was to buy a Woodland home. And so I left the closing with them and walked into my office, and I had an email from another customer. And she had just moved in about a month ago, and she was ranting and raving about the same thing. She was just very complimentary just about how easy and simple our whole process is, and how much they enjoyed the process, and just the team that we have. And that's what it is. It's not me, it's not you. I mean, it's
the team of our Woodland family is what we call it.
It is our Woodland family.
And it's all, you always talk about the experience for our customers. It has to be a fantastic experience, because building a house can be stressful. We know that. We've built plenty in our lifetime.
Yeah. Well, we
try to take that stress out and make it fun. At least.
Well, we're you know, there's a lot of builders out there that just build houses, and we feel like we really build a home because we take a personal interest, and we listen to, you know, what our customers are wanting, what they're looking for, and if they want to make a little modification, we're there to accommodate them. And we got a great design team, and you know, I say this all the time: a stick is a stick, a brick is a brick. It's the people and it's the team that really make the difference.
We have the most incredible team of people in our Woodland family, and we're very proud of that.
Yeah, you know,
and it shows.
After building 2,000 homes, our systems and our processes are just, you know, they're there in place for the customer to make it simple and easy. So, you know, if you're in the market for a new home, we have over, 10 different communities that you can choose from.
Beautiful model homes.
And, most of our customers, they get started on our website. They go to woodlandhomes.com. All of our plans, plats of all of our community, all the information's there. And, or better yet, you can just, we're open 7 days a week. You can come by and visit any number of our model homes, and we've got maps on our website and all that kind of stuff. Or, better yet, you can just give us a call at 830-9000, and we'll be glad to give you, more information and get you started. Now, we've done several trade-ins this month already.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you have a home, you're looking to trade, and do something that's simple and easy, trade-in program is an awesome program. So for your meals, you can
log on to woodlandhomes.com to get all of these recipes, and you can also friend us on Facebook, Woodland Homes of Huntsville and Dream Home Cooking.
Yep, and thank you to our sponsors. They do great work. If you need any work done to get your home ready to put it on the market to sell, we can help you do that just by logging on to our website and look at our sponsors. So.
And I feel like we really tooted our own horn, but it's the truth.
It's the customers. I was just sharing what.
No, I know, and I think that's wonderful. I think that speaks volumes. So.
Okay, well, let's see.
All right,
y'all come and see us.